Over the Modern Witch Tarot by Lisa Sterling. And the thing I liked about I wasn't going to buy this deck, first of all. I wasn't going to buy this deck, but the thing that made me want to buy the deck was just because we're going into spring, and it's very, to me, it's giving me spring vibes. It's just the color palette, I think, and then just, you know, kind of like the new, fresh ideas, not new and fresh. I don't want to act like diversity is a new and fresh idea, because there's been all different kinds of people around forever. You know what I'm saying? But just, you know, the push to, I think we've settled for there not being diversity for so long, that the push to have diversity and inclusion is a new and fresh idea. So anyway, this deck gives me springtime vibes right now. So I decided to get it, and I like their guidebook. So, okay, let's go back to the box first. Let me not jump ahead. So this box is a nice box. I've heard people complain about it being like a pull down box because of the fact that, like, when you try to get it off of your shelf, like, people pull up on it and then the cards come out. So, and like, even if you keep it in a tarot bag, you try to lift it out of the tarot bag and the bottom comes out. That's just what I've heard people say. I don't necessarily have that experience myself, but I can see why they would say that. Even with no cards in the box, when I hold it like this, it starts to slide. So I get it. But it is a nice box, you know, just in terms of the packaging itself, it's nice. You know, I think it's heavy duty and it'll last for a while if you decide to keep it in the box and not put it in a tarot bag. The book is pretty cool. It's a hardback little guidebook. And the inside is like grayscale. This deck is a chunky deck. It's a chunky deck. I think I heard Lisa Pepez say, I'm not going to shuffle it. I almost made the mistake of shuffling it. I'm not going to shuffle it because we're going to go through it. But I heard Lisa Pepez say that she felt like it was kind of hard to shuffle because of how chunky it is. So keep that in mind. But the backs are reversible. And there's like an M and a W, right? Modern Witch. And when you turn it around, it's still Modern Witch. So that's pretty cool and well thought out. Anyway, so here we have the Fool. And she's kind of like a hippie. Very cute. I like it. Here's the Magician. She has the infinity symbol, and she has her little tool. She's got her pentacle sword. This is the artwork for the box as well. We have the High Priestess on her laptop. Very cool. We have the Empress. I love the Empress card. I think that's my favorite card. We have the Emperor. The Emperor is a little androgynous looking. I don't have my glasses on. But yeah, the Empress looks a bit androgynous, so that's cool. Inclusive. And I like the Ankh. I'm a fan of Ankhs. There we go. So we have the Hierophant. I like that it's a woman. Pretty cool. She's a boss lady. We have the Lovers. And I love that not only are there two different skin tones depicted, not that they're real skin tones because he's purple, and she's pink and orange, or pink and yellow. But, you know, she's kind of like, her body shape is, you know, unique. It's not like the typical body shape that you would see. We have the Hierophant. She's on a motorcycle, which is really modern and fresh and cool. We have the Strength card. Very cool. We have the Hermit card. Again, she's you know, not in the mountains. She's like she looks like she's in a tower or something, or like, you know, but she's on her computer. She's just kind of like tucked away. You know, can imagine her taking bubble baths and doing her thing. Then we have the Wheel of Fortune. Justice. She has her scales and her sword. Very Rider-Waite-ish. We have the Hanged One. Death. I don't know if you guys can see these cards because I can't see my camera and this is glossy. So I can't see how much it's reflecting off of the light. But hopefully you can see the cards. The Devil. Oh, Temperance, by the way. I like that little rainbow sweatshirt. My daughter would love a sweatshirt like that. We have the Devil. We have the Tower. We have the Star. The Moon. The Sun. And she, the baby on the horse, is like not naked in this picture. She's, you know, she's wearing a white dress, which still gives the, still symbolic of the innocence that we see in the typical Sun card. So that's a little bit of a change. And then we have Judgment. Bigger bodied person here, which I appreciate because I'm bigger bodied. And then we have the World. So we have the Ace of Wands. Two of Wands. Three of Wands. Four of Wands. Five of Wands. Six of Wands. Seven of Wands. Eight of Wands. Nine of Wands. Ten of Wands. She is really struggling with those sticks. She's like, dude, could someone please come help me? Page of Wands. Knight of Wands. Queen of Wands. I love the black cats. I love black cats. Two of Cups. We have the Ace of Cups, Two of Cups. Three of Cups. Four of Cups. Five of Cups. Six of Cups. Seven of Cups. Eight of Cups. Nine of Cups. You know what? Someone, I think, I don't know who it was, but someone was saying that, like, they didn't like her facial expression in this cup because they felt like she kind of looked like kind of dissatisfied. I don't totally see that in her expression, but I also feel like the Nine of Cups, I have a thing about the Nine of Cups and the Ten of Cups, because literally the Nine of Cups and the Ten of Cups, in my opinion, is like, they both have the feeling of satisfaction, like they have everything they want, right? But the difference between the Ten of Cups and the Nine of Cups is that the Nine of Cups has everything they want, but they don't have that spiritual understanding, which sometimes can still lead you feeling empty. Like, even though you have everything you want, you're not necessarily satisfied with your life all of the time. Sometimes you are, but sometimes you still have that empty feeling because the spiritual component is not there. So I think that's the difference between the Nine of Cups and the Ten of Cups. I was like screaming at the camera when she was like talking about her expression in this, because I actually think it's perfect. It's like she has an expression of she's satisfied, but I don't think she has an expression of she's blissful. And I actually think that that was like a really genius distinction from the artist. I don't know if they meant to do that or not, but they did it, and I think it's great. Ooh, Page of Cups. Knight of Cups. Queen of Cups. King of Cups. Okay, so that'll do it for the cups. And I have to, excuse me. Just checking to see if the camera's still on. Okay, we have Ace of Swords, Two of Swords, Three of Swords, which that's interesting. It's interesting that there's like that black blood coming out of the heart in this one. Four of Swords. Five of Swords. Six of Swords. Seven of Swords. Eight of Swords. Nine of Swords. Ten of Swords. She's got her cell phone, like, you know, the interesting message in this one, I think, is that, like, even while being unhappy and, you know, having all of these emotions, having 10 swords sticking out of your back, it's like we're still scrolling through social media. We're still posting. We're still, a lot of us, I mean, I have a hard time pretending anything, you know, pretending happiness or pretending anything. But a lot of us are still posting to social media and trying to seem happy and trying to seem this, and that. So that's kind of what I get intuitively from this card, is that we're still, we're still wearing a mask, even though this is how we're feeling and this is what's going on in our life. Got 10 swords stabbing us. We're still on social media. We're still scrolling. We're still trying to keep up with the Joneses. We're still all of these things, right? So anyway, powerful card. This is the Page of Swords. This is the Knight of Swords. And that's why I really like different decks. Because you get different messages like that out of each deck. And I think it's awesome. Queen of Swords. There's like an infinite amount of messages that the universe has for us at any given moment. And I think tarot is a great way. I mean, obviously you're not going to have infinite decks of cards, but tarot is a great way to have like a lot of messages from the universe, you know, like when you just intuitively, when you get that intuitive nudge to pick up a particular deck, you're probably going to get a different message out of that deck than you would out of a different deck, you know, or if you're reading for another person and you intuitively are like, oh, okay, well, I feel like you vibe with this deck. I feel like you're going to get the messages from that deck that resonate with that person, you know, that you may not get from another deck. So that's why I really like. So we have the Ace of Pentacles. Maybe I'm just talking myself into feeling like it's okay to buy a million and one decks. But that really is the reason why I buy a lot of decks. I love the artwork also. I love the different artwork, but the messages are so invaluable to me. Like when you're just looking at the Rider-Waite all the time, you're looking at the same deck. It doesn't matter what deck it is. If you're looking at the same deck all the time, the messaging is not only going to get stale, or maybe the messaging won't get stale, but I just feel like with different artwork and there's a different vibe in each deck. Maybe I'm belaboring the point. Seven of Pentacles. You guys know what I mean. Eight of Pentacles. Love that. Nine of Pentacles. I feel like I'm in that Eight of Pentacles place right now, just like doing the work and seeing what comes of it. 10 of Pentacles. Page of Pentacles. Knight of Pentacles. Queen of Pentacles. King of Pentacles. And then this is like a bonus card, which I think is everything is fine. This must be the author's favorite card. Because that's us all the time on social media. We're on social media. We're scrolling through our phones. We're texting our friends. Everything is fine. Meanwhile, we have 10 swords stuck in our back, but everything is fine. I love it. It's beautiful. I have to keep this card out. I'm going to have to attach that card to something. So then this last card says, you are a badass being full of life, love, and possibilities. Through this deck, may you find a path to your best self. Awesome. Okay, you guys. So that was the Modern Witch Tarot. And I have one deck that did come in since buying the Rider-Waite Tarot. It's a little pocket deck. Take a look at that tomorrow. I actually am getting another pocket deck in. So I think, yeah, let me take that back. So I'm going to wait until I get my other pocket deck in. And we'll look at both of those decks. There you go. So that'll be my next show. So thank you guys for coming. Please like and subscribe to my channel. Until next time, I will see you later. Bye.